What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the massive news that came out of Nio this morning. Nio Day this morning, 5:30. Dude, the news coming out of this thing is unreal. Unbelievable. But before we hop into that, we ask that you guys hit that sub button, hit that like notification bell, all that's good stuff. Helps us grow the channel. We're trying to hit 100 subs by the end of the month. So if you guys can hit that sub button and help us grow the channel, it would be much appreciated. But let's go ahead and hop into it, dude. Nio Day, man. Did not disappoint. Did not disappoint at all.
Some huge news.
Right. It honestly, it blew my expectations out of the water. I was expecting so much more, or I wasn't expecting like any of this coming out of Nio. I was just expecting, you know, the maybe just some updated information on stuff that's kind of leaked and came out and anything along those lines. But dude, they did not disappoint. I expect this stock to take off Monday morning. I don't expect it to pull back at any kind. There's a lot of people that I think that are expecting it to pull back. I don't think so. But let's go ahead and just talk about the news that came out of Nio today, man. I think the biggest thing was the new sedan, the ET7, and we're looking at it right now, dude. And look at that thing. That is sharp.
Looks good.
That is sharp.
Good.
I like it.
Yeah.
But this is their new flagship sedan that is that they're talking about releasing. Dude, this thing does not disappoint at all. The stats on this thing are unreal.
In my opinion, better than Tesla.
Right.
So.
It's got the similar looks. Like, I like it just as much as a Tesla. But if I had to choose, dude, I'm going with the Nio sedan. Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
I would for sure.
This thing is priced at $84,000. It's comparable to the Tesla Model S, like, you know, the feature wise. I guess their doors are soft closing, so that would be kind of nice. Don't have to worry about slamming the doors. But they have an air filtration system in this thing. What kind of luxury is that, man?
Right. Just living the good life.
That's better than what's in my house. I mean, we have, you know, obviously everyone has air filtration, but like in your car, that's awesome. And their windows are supposed to be quieter. It's like some acoustic window glass material that's supposed to keep, you know, a lot of the noise cancellation, keep the noise out of the car. But it's got 625 freaking horsepower on an electric vehicle, man.
Right. And usually with electric vehicles, the torque is even more. Usually the electric makes like crazy torque.
That's similar to a Porsche, man. You know, all these higher priced luxury cars, dude.
Right.
Golly, dude. Golly.
And so the thing that's got me the most fired up about Nio Day is the batteries, because I think it was 2-3 months ago that they were talking about batteries, and they were expected to get 550 miles, which is huge. But it came out that this sedan is going to have 625 miles of range.
It just blows it out of the water.
That's just amazing, because the longest range Tesla, which last time I looked was the long range Model S, only has a range of 402.
So
that
crazy.
That blows that out of the water.
That is crazy.
Right. And, you know, that's one of the big issues with electric vehicles is like, well, you kind of have, if you have an electric vehicle, you kind of have to have another car as well, because if you go on a road trip or anything, it's just a pain in the bugs. You got to figure out, like, you know, where you're stopping to charge it, and then you got to waste 30 minutes or something of your time to charge it.
If we look at the Tesla website, you could see, you know, like you said, the 402 miles, 15 minutes of recharge time, which they kind of promote that here, but it only gets you 163 miles.
Yeah, you got to read the fine print.
Right. So I think that's where the battery changing stations from Nio are definitely going to be game changing here.
Yep, 100%. That's what I was going to say, because, you know, with the Nio, you start out with 625 miles, and then you know, you need to swap out the battery instead of, you know, stopping at a recharge station that takes 30 minutes or more. You just pull into one of those bays and it swaps it out in less than 3 minutes, and you're good to go. Another 625 miles. That's, to me, that's huge. Right. That's massive.
And I mean, the more there's so much information on all these, on all this stuff. Yeah. I know I was looking through some of the articles and stuff. They said that the cameras on the new sedan are only going to be about 120 degrees. Tesla is, you know, 360 all the way around the car. I expect that to change. I don't expect that to stay that way at all.
No.
I think the more that they develop the cars, the more they, you know, push out new models. By the time it even gets here to the States, I honestly feel like I would expect more range and a better like camera for, you know,
Yeah,
for safety.
and by that time too, like that Nio's going to come out with a more budget friendly car.
Oh, 100%.
Just like Tesla did. They had a few of their more expensive ones, and then they finally came out with the Model 3 that was more budget friendly.
Right.
So I think, by the time they come here, you're going to be paying a cheaper price. But by that time, technology is going to advance enough where, you could get the 625 miles in a $30,000 to $40,000 car.
Right. And
Which
because
that's
not
crazy.
everybody can afford $100,000 car. And,
Right.
you know, this is all still
But
relatively new technology. So every time something's new, you expect, you know, the price is way high until
yeah.
demand comes
Well,
out and they start getting better technology and cheaper prices. Like, this is what I
right.
expect from this.
Yeah, so back to their cameras real quick. So looking at the Tesla's website, their cameras see 160 meters, and the new ones that's coming on the sedan is gonna see 500 meters, which
Which
is,
is
that's a huge difference.
right.
Obviously, the further they see, the better it is, for crash avoidance and
Right.
everything.
Exactly.
So that's a big difference. 160 to 500, that's big.
That's monstrous. That's
So
monstrous.
we have their self-driving stuff. They're also going to do a subscription for it, which is big for the company because subscriptions are like,
That's like the
you
hot
know,
thing
every
now.
yeah, everybody's doing subscriptions because it brings in more money.
Right.
A monthly fee instead of a one-time fee. Obviously brings in more money over the long run. So, that's going to be huge for them because I know Tesla, they're fully automated or whatever the wording they used for their vehicles is a one-time fee, like the full self-driving whatever upgrade. But Nio plans to do a subscription, so that's only going to be good for the company
Right.
because, like I said, that's going to bring in more money.
I fully 100 expect, you know, their competition with Tesla. I expect Nio and Tesla to kind of feed off each other as far as
Yeah,
ideas. You know, the subscriptions, the cameras, the range. I 100% expect, you know, them to feed off each other, just like
yeah,
any other company in the world,
yeah.
you know.
Competition's always good.
Right.
Keeps
Exactly.
moving things forward. So
Right.
and lower prices.
Exactly. And now Nio also said that during their Nio Day conference that they're developing higher capacity batteries. They're called like solid state batteries. So I did a little bit of looking into them, and I think it's comparable to like a solid state drive, like a hard drive. You know, there's no
Right.
moving parts in their batteries now. It's probably, you know, some kind of like gel or liquid or whatever, you know, inside their batteries now. But with them developing the solid state, less things can go wrong. I think it just extends the durability and life expectancy of the battery itself.
Yeah.
And
So have you heard of QuantumScapes?
yes,
That
yes,
company. So that's like a company right now that's blowing up. Maybe we'll do a video about that. But that's what the big thing they're working on is the same thing, a solid state battery. So
right,
that's like the new hotness that's
right, right,
people are going to be doing. So that's good.
right. And so they also said that they've already swapped out 1.5 million batteries to date, which
Yeah,
is
that's
it's huge as well. So to me, it tells me that their swapping stations are working as they should, and everything's. It sounds like it's a good thing for them to
yeah.
develop
Aren't
on.
they expanding them, and so they have like a higher capacity or
Yeah, so there was a note in there that they're developing almost like a 2.0 version of the swapping stations where it allows them to have a higher capacity to bring in more cars to swap stations because you think about it, the more cars you put on the road, the more people that are going to need to come in to get a battery change or
right. You don't
swap
want
the
a big
battery.
line to
E-
swap your battery or
exactly,
anything. So
exactly. So I think that's big for them to put some research and development into that.
yeah. And
That's going to be a
last time I heard too, they're gonna make them a little bit faster as well, which they're already crazy fast.
right.
Under 3 minutes, that's faster than I can fill up my car with gas.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that's
I mean,
that's
that's
they're
100% game changing for these EVs. That
yeah.
answers my questions on why I never want to buy one. But I mean,
Right.
like
All the issues that people have with electric vehicles, they're solving those
I
problems.
100% agree. Couldn't agree more, Bob.
So I'm pretty fired up
I am too,
about
dude.
this stuff. So
I'm probably gonna be buying more on Monday morning, man. I cannot get into that more.
The next pullback, I'm probably buying.
Dude, there's so much information we can go over. We're gonna make more videos about this. There's literally loads of information. We're gonna talk about their autonomous driving and stuff and all of that as well in future videos.
Yeah, go more in depth
exactly
with each topic. So,
but yeah, so stick around, look for that video. We appreciate you guys checking it out. That's gonna wrap up this video. So if you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 something by the end of the month. So see if you appreciate it if you guys could help us out, help us grow that channel. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.